Did I ever tell you guys that the trend is your friend? Did I ever tell you guys about how the trend is your best friend in the market? I don't know if I have, but if I haven't, this is your kind of me a way of telling you that the trend is your friend. Look at this hourly chart. I don't want to even like get too excited about this move because it's kind of embarrassing the fact that I have to take profit because I could still be long since yesterday, but unfortunately, I am required to close my positions, and then I overthought about that 65, which we'll talk about soon. But I mean, look at this. This is the hourly chart I have pulled up for you. I don't know if you have watched the video I put out yesterday, but if you have, you would kind of know what I'm kind of gonna get at here, which is a very simple idea. And the idea is always gonna be a simple one, which is the trend is your friend. Look at this here. Buenos dias. How are you, Space Racer? Look at this. I really want to discuss this here because it's so important and it can be so easy to miss, if you will. So let's get kind of into it. But before that, I'm going to tell you that I woke up super excited about today. Well, because basically it's Wednesday. I am alive. I'm walking around. Think about the odds of you waking up this morning. If you really start to put it together, you should feel very happy the fact that you're alive and you get to do this one more day. So, getting into these charts here, this is the major trap here. This is the key. That right there is the beginning of this whole thing. And I mean, without getting into too much depth into it, I released a whole video talking about the higher highs, higher lows, not just because we're making higher highs. I mean, we're bouncing from key levels of support, which later on create the higher highs. And this kind of proves my point of what I always talk about when it comes to that example of the potatoes, right? So you have buyers who step in here at the 70s, or let's call it the 80s, or let's call it $8 for simplicity's sake. So we have $8, they push it to the 10, then they push it back down to the 9, then they basically push to the 25, then they push back down to the 15, then we go 30, then we go 20, then we go 38, then we go whatever, however you want to slice it. The idea is that the buyer buying this essentially is leaving clues because as he buys and we step on higher, he does not want to be obviously in the red in his position because this man keeps on averaging his position into as we continue to push. And if he doesn't continue to average it, either way, whenever the sellers come in, he's simply defending it because he doesn't want it any lower. And then we are creating higher high, and the same thing, rinse and repeat. And then in the end, yes, ultimately, this person is going to take profit, causing the market to probably have a nice dip. Now, whenever this happens, we don't need to assume that this trend is over. Okay, we don't need to assume that. It just simply means that the buyer has now basically filled up some profits and he wants to take some profit. It's that simple. I mean, would you hold on to this whole rally here? We can't even hold through past 20 points. And why? You don't think these guys are going to take profit when they're over 150 points plus? So, you know what I mean? They will take profit, and that is inevitable. But where the hysteria comes in that I don't want you to kind of get lost in is that whenever these dips do come in, it is okay, and it's not the end of the world, and it is not a cause for basically disaster or you to kind of switch your mentality on the trend. It's very important for me to talk about this because it is a fundamental philosophy that I have in the market that I cannot and I refuse to change it, that I simply must ride the trend. When we ride the trend, the entries become a lot easier. So for example, here, yes, I could have ducked up, I could have fumbled it a little bit at certain levels, but at the end of the day, we get long with the trend and ultimately you will be right over time. And even here, when we have this all-time high here, we squeeze through it, we get back below into the range, we simply bounce from support there, and then we continue higher. And this leads me on to today, which is that 65 there. I was thinking about taking longs there last night, but I figured that we might have a little bit of a drop today because you see that squeeze through the high. That caused me to kind of get a little bit, short biased, if you will, or a little bit like cautious because I'm like, what if we got back into the range, right? We backtest this high here, and then we continue lower. And then today we could be touching the supports at the bottom. That was my thinking. That was me basically saying that the bears might have something in them. But obviously, they don't have nothing. So basically, we bounced from 65, which is where I end up taking profit yesterday. And then look at that. Here we are at the 85. Creating what's called a higher high. Oops. Creating the higher high that I posted up yesterday before it even happened. And then guess what might happen later on? I mean, the hysteria is going to come in. Maybe the sell's going to come in. We're probably going to bounce from one of these levels of support here. And then guess what might happen? We might continue to basically consolidate and then go even further. We'll see. I don't know, but let's first worry about today. And honestly, the reason why I gave you the whole big speech right now is because I'm not really interested in trading here. Yesterday was a good day for me. We did end up making 2 trades after the stream, after the fact that, after we left the stream. Couldn't do it on stream. Yesterday was a day that you really had to be patient. You could not rush. If you rushed, you were punished. So it was best for me to basically stay out of it and simply wait for an entry that aligned with my strategy, as is what I did. So I'm happy about that. So basically, yesterday patience paid, and today you must let patience pay you again, because it is gonna be required, I believe, for the simple reason that we are basically every tick that we get on higher, it's a new all-time high right now, and I do not know how much higher we can go. However, I can give you an idea based on what I think we might be going. Let me change this here. They shine for you. Thing you do. I was just getting the link for the Discord here. I hadn't put it up there. So yeah, I mean, today, very simple. We're making another all-time high yet again. Currently, the all-time high is sitting at 86 here. I'm actually going to already mark this here, 86. I do not think this 86 is going to hold as resistance. I think 82 was resistance. Why was 82 resistance? I mean, get on the Discord. There's a picture there. If you guys spotted it, I applaud you. If you didn't, well, then you probably missed it. But it's very kind of clear right here. Never mind. I'm not going to discuss it. If you know, you know. 86 is resistance. Watch, sorry, not 86. 82, 83 area would be resistance. It's there on basically my analysis there. But like I said, you would have to kind of look through that. And beyond 82, I think we might be turning it into support and just simply head on higher. I think a magnet right now is 6,100. I posted up on Sunday on the community how I think that we're ultimately heading towards the 6,100. Of course, I could have not known how we're going to get there. I still don't know how we're going to get there. But at the end of the day, just simply understanding where the magnet is in the market can basically keep you in the right direction. And I'm not going to get into why that is a magnet, or, that's beyond the scope of this kind of stream here. But at the end of the day, the trend is your friend. Ride the bull, ride the trend, or else, I mean, try looking for the tops. I applaud you if you're looking for them, but I'm not going to do it. I cannot short here. I don't care how much of a dump we get into the open. I simply cannot short it. It goes against every trading rule that I have. I just don't know how to short here. I think that if you're shorting here, with all due respect, I do think that you are kind of gambling, for the reason that, I mean, there is no proven data that this is somehow resistance besides the trend line that I have there that, is, I guess, technical resistance. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what to say on the short side here. I don't see any short. I see more of a long, a risky long, but there is a long nonetheless. If we can kind of dip below that 82, maybe reclaim 82 really quickly, that would be something worthwhile. Also, we did close yesterday at the 67.50. I do not know if we're actually going to fill the gap. However, it is also a wise idea to recognize that there is a gap from yesterday's close. We're opening up higher today. If we do end up filling the gap, that would put us back down here at basically the previous all-time high right there, which I do like as an idea to get long. So meaning for me, my best bet is simply waiting for the dip to come in so I can get back in long with the overall trend. That's as best as I can kind of tell you here for a trade idea. A genuine trade idea. Now, if you want just a scalpy trade, I mean, it's as simple as, you know, what you'll find online and what you can basically, what you might already know. You wouldn't be listening if that was it. I mean, basically, you can get long right here. You have kind of this double bottom here. Kind of, not really quite a double bottom, but nonetheless, we are creating higher highs on a based on a 2-minute time frame. And then of course we just had that one trend line there break. We kind of had that short there, and then we have this one here potentially lining up, and we also have this trend line here that could be breaking to the downside soon. So again, there are a million different ways to trade the market, but in the end, I'm gonna trade what I have high conviction on. I'm not gonna, I mean, what difference does it make? I don't want to sound cynical, right? It's just that when the right opportunity isn't there for me, I'm not gonna force a trade, right? And this yesterday is proof of that for me. I mean, not just yesterday, but plenty of days where I'm rushing into stupid trades, but then literally as soon as I'm like already red on the day, I end the stream, we start, going to a price that I do like, and then we get the right opportunity, and then you know what I mean? I'm already red on the day. I probably can't make the trade. I'm already overtraded, so it's dumb. So I might as well just wait. If this thing wants to go higher and higher, I guess so be it. I mean, that's where I guess FOMO traders do really well at. I need a haircut. I missed it last Friday. I was very busy and doing some things, so over the weekend couldn't get it. I need my haircut. I need to get this thing trimmed too. What happened here? Doom, doom. Look where we're at, the 86. Well, we're not 86, right? We pushed towards the 86. Was anybody shorting yesterday? If you were, I mean, during the day there was good shorts, so I'm not gonna say during the day, but if at market close, there wasn't even a doubt in my mind about that I was not gonna short. So I just didn't like the 65 idea because of the stupid trap that was there set up. And I was like, maybe the Bears are going to have their shot. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm going to wait for the dip and then get long with the rip. What a mistake. What a mistake. Look, right here. This is it. This is the kind of the trap that I saw yesterday. Right here. We get the pushing the above 68.50, which was the previous all-time high. And then we squeeze. We get back into the range. And then we did dip. To be fair, we did dip a little bit. So at this point, I turned off my computer. I turned off my phone. I'm like, all right, I am now mentally done with trading for the day. You know what I mean? I did well. Good. I'm done. We kind of pushed back up. And then again, what time was this at? 10:40 p.m. Watch. Boom. The reclaim of 60. There we go. No need to be shorting nothing. Well, yesterday. Right now, I mean, we could dump right now, I'll be honest. But that's why it's so scary to be longing here, is the lack of setups we have right now. You got to understand when we got to be aggressive and when we have to be kind of laid back, because there is a difference between the two. When we're trapping and dumping, that's a good time to be, looking either at shorts or longs. But right now, we're grinding higher. So it's a very simple game. Do you want to try and short here? Try to look for the top? Or do you simply want to wait for the dip so you can buy it and hopefully the trend continues, right? So that's kind of the idea where we're at here right now. I see this kind of channel right now, kind of a tight channel here. I'm not even going to draw these things. They make no sense to me, but in the end, it's worth noting that they are there. We closed at 69.50. Do not forget, we do have a gap currently. I am not going to be following the gap. I talk too much. I forget about this. Wheel of Fortune. Tell us the future. Where's my button? It disappears, the button, to spin it. Where does it go? Oh my goodness. Where's my spin the button wheel? Come on. Look, I don't know where the button went, but whenever it decides to... Oh, there it is. Let's find out. Come on. Chop. Didn't she say chop yesterday and we were kind of choppy at the open? Rinse and repeat, I guess. Same thing. Choppy open, micro dip, and then the pump. And then, wow, this is exactly what she said yesterday. I'm pretty sure I can go back into yesterday's stream. And at first she said chop and then the dump. She was kind of right yesterday, I think. I don't remember quite right, but either way, I do like the idea of waiting for a pullback, maybe some consolidation to make some traps here, kind of get people excited. You already know there's FOMO longs and people trying to catch the top here, so I'm going to stay out of it. I think it's definitely the right call for me because yesterday was kind of the same scenario. These days have been kind of a struggle in a way that you do have to be patient. If you are not patient, you get punished. So I'm going to expect more of the same, which is chop, dip, pump. We're on a cycle right now. Market's about to open on up in 10 seconds. Make sure you are ready. By the way, there are numbers at 9:45 and 10 o'clock. December trading has begun. This is kind of, I think last year was better, though. I'll be honest. I think last year was better. Someone in the corner house swagger like us. I was excited. I thought I was going to wake up American this morning. On a side note, by the way, I'm an El Salvadorian citizen with a permanent residency in Canada. Okay, so I lived more in Canada than I have lived in El Salvador, but obviously I was brought there when I was 9. So, but what I wanted to mention here is that as an El Salvadorian, I need a visa. I need to apply for a visa in order to enter or pass through the United States of America. Well, it looks like I might become one of you guys because apparently Canada might be getting conquered by Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump wants us to become the 51st state of the United States. So I don't know if I should feel happy or if I should feel worried. By the way, I'm just playing. I know they're not going to do that. It's a joke. But still, there's a lot of memes going on online right now. And I gotta say, it got me a little bit excited. I'm like, could I become American before applying for a visa? Because if that's the case, I might as well just wait to become American. Like that, I don't have to, go through the stress and the struggle of applying for a visa. Mr. Trump, trying to help me out. Oh, you gotta love Twitter, man. Twitter is just such a beautiful. I mean, you go there basically to get drama. That's what I go there for. When I have some spare time, I go there. It makes me laugh. All right now it could go either way. Where did my camera go? Hello? Where's she going? Uh-oh. Are we back? Yay! Nope. Oh, my goodness. What's going on with Streamlabs today? Why are you being like this? All right, there we go. It's back. Linda. 82 right now. Likely a little speed bump or some resistance. Oh my goodness. What's going on with this thing? Stop playing around with it. I'm getting a new adapter, by the way. This camera issue will be over and done with shortly. All right, 82, a little speed bump here. I don't know if they're actually going to hold it down from 82. Of course, I'm not excited here yet. I want to see some more consolidation. Plus, we got numbers at 945. So I'm going to be waiting for that to happen. If in case you do not know where to get numbers from, simply go to, not this one. I don't like this one. I like investing.com. It even gives you star ratings there based on the volatility that they are, I guess, projected to kind of hand out in the market. And I mean, we have numbers coming in 11 minutes. So 9:45. I'm going to be waiting for that. And we do have as well numbers at 10 o'clock. So both big numbers, 3-star numbers. Again, I do not know how much volatility they will have. However, we must just assume that they will bring in a lot of volatility. 82 is an area of engagement. I just don't like how we haven't really, had anything here yet. In terms of basing, like we haven't based above it. We haven't really done too much, a whole lot around 82 yet. Right now, it became a long just now. I'm staying out of it. I'm not taking this. Like I said, I'm gonna wait for 945 numbers at least to come in. And this, even though we have reclaimed that 82 level, I am not excited just yet. If you're wondering how I'm getting 82, well, join the community there. My trend lines will kind of tell you. Very straightforward. It's kind of the only level that I kind of was able to put out with some confidence yesterday, actually. In terms of resistance. Supports, I know where they're all at, but the problem is resistance. It's very difficult to find resistance right now. Very. If any, you know what I mean? I think it's all. I mean, we could be running into that. Obviously, that 86 now. We just left 86 now. That's the previous high that we just did overnight. Pre-market. I'm still here waiting for some volatility, believe it or not. Like all this is just continuation of the same basing we've been doing for the past like month. This is not a coincidence why we're kind of still here grinding our way up. Look at this daily chart here. Let me take out this. Again, I find it's very important for you to, look through bigger time frames. Don't be stuck always looking at a 2-minute time frame. If you're always like stuck on a 2-minute time frame, picture like binoculars, right? You're trying to look at the moon, but you have like these binoculars that can only see so far. I mean, you're not gonna get very far to seeing the big picture, right? So you need to kind of zoom back and look at the daily chart, for example, hourly chart, things like that. So currently, the daily charts, they're grinding up slowly. You know what I mean? Like they are going up, but they're just so slow as well. Like we're talking like, look at this. Yesterday, for example, the absolute lowest was 48. The high was 70. I mean, it's not a big range, and that was probably set overnight anyways, because during the day we were ranging from like 50 to 60. Like we were like in a 10, 15 point range max. Not even 15 points. And we're just grinding up slowly. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days on this grind up, with one day being red. And kind of funny as well. I don't know if I had any red days here. I don't remember. I don't recall correctly, maybe. But in here, I think this was a red day for me. So I find it a little, I find it coincidental how that one red day was my one red day. And, I always obviously want to improve on that, but it's just funny. That goes to show how much of a bull I am. My goodness. It's not that I like to be a bull or a bear. I couldn't care less, you know what I mean? I just want to grow my account. Want to make money. But can't do it with the shorts when we're in a 10-point range and I have no confidence that resistance is going to hold, because ultimately we make a new high or we end up pushing higher. But again, this stream is for you to kind of see the levels. Understand, I guess, what I'm trying to tell you. And then you trade the way you want. 82 right now is a key level, as I mentioned. It's kind of the only level that I'm thinking that we're kind of magnetized to right now. You can take your long there, you can take your short. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting involved, but 82 kind of acting up as something right now. You can see we try to push right through that. We stayed 3 points under, meaning a 3-point stop short would have not gotten taken out there, and a long would have gotten taken out there. As much as I think that we're going to push lower right now, I am not going to short this. Because there's a lot of good reasons that we could push lower. We have a gap at the 67. We need to create some form of trap to the downside in order to continue higher. And lastly, I mean, look at these guys overnight just printing. You think the market doesn't know that these guys are here? I mean, of course they know, right? They know their stops are right under here. They know that these guys are still long. You know what I mean? They are still long, and the market might not necessarily like that. And also, not to mention, there is something here which I talk about sometimes. Okay? Right here. I want to know if somebody would have spot this. I don't know. Very hard. But if you simply just train your eyes to see it, you would see it. Look at this here. You see that little micro gap as well? Yes, this is where we gapped up from overnight. That's one. Okay? One right there. One. But there's another one here too. Right here. Right there. I know it might be a little bit hard to tell, but those little tiny micro gaps here, they do like to fill. I don't know why, but they ducking like it. So there is a lot of reason to go lower, and I do think we could be heading on lower, but it's just very hard for me to short it. Trust me, I've already fought with myself. I'm like, why don't you just short the ducking 82? You know what I mean? Short when there's enough reason to go down, but I don't know. I don't know. I get scared, okay? Look at this. We're turning this candle red now, but up until below that 82, it was a straight up boner candle, every single one. I mean, it's very difficult to find that top there. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we do get into a good short here. I'm trying to, get more involved with the shorts. Trying to get over them. But it feels like I'm going against my moral values here. Trying to take the short. It looks like a megaphone right now, I will say. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it kind of reminds you of a megaphone right now. Megaphone thingamajiggy right there. I like those megaphones. I like them. On a big time frame, of course. Not 2 minute. 2 minute, these lines don't mean jack. You know what? They don't mean nothing. You draw enough lines on a 2-minute chart, sooner or later, something's going to be banging each other. Boom, we got the X-Men right there. Boom, we got the triple X-Men now. And then now we have the X double X. So if the double X breaks, it's going to be a good trend. But let's also not forget about this X over here, or this channel here now. Oh man, I'm having too much fun on a day where I know I'm not gonna trade here at this range. It's gonna take a lot of patience for me to get involved here. 82 is a level of kind of interest, but we'll have to wait and see. Numbers in 2 minutes. Get ready. I am waiting for those numbers. I would imagine that we go down before we go up. Blush, good morning. Just checking in on running to class. No worries, man. I'm here. I like to do. I love what I do. I can sit and talk about trading all day long. I don't care how many people are here. I mean, the more the better, of course, but I mean, it just doesn't really matter. I do this because I like it. But thank you. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate that. Right before going to class, too. All right, we got numbers in 45 seconds, 30 seconds. All right, we got numbers coming in now. Get ready. And so far, muted reaction. Not a whole lot. I would hope we go down. Let's turn 82 into resistance and let's head on lower. That would be a nice... I mean, that's what I would like to see, right? If that's what's going to happen, I don't know. We're going to find out right now. I would take that 82 short there, but I feel like I'm expecting the dip at that point. We haven't really done anything for me to really feel bearish. $82 acting up as resistance right now. These ranges are so tight. Like, look at that. 82 resistance. We're bouncing from 80. We're talking about a 2-point spread here. I mean, I'm definitely not excited about trading into a 2-point range right now. That can easily reverse and just squeeze right back on up. I'm not doing it. This is a good time when you put your music and you simply let ES kind of do its thing and kind of wait until it gives us something. I'm definitely not going to be buying here at the 80. I hope we go lower first. We got numbers at 10 o'clock. Maybe now we wait until 10 and then maybe see if this thing finally decides to do something here. And just like that, we're right back to the 82. This is exactly what I'm talking about. 82 to 80 right now. This is not a pretty area. I can short 82. I can probably buy 80. It can go either way. You know what I mean? Like there's enough reason to go down, but there's also a lot of reason that we can go up. And that's why I'm being patient. Patience paid me yesterday. No need to be, too much in a hurry today. Bon dia, buenos dias, good morning, Antonio. Good morning. Sorry that I forgot the life. I don't know. Yeah, you've been gone for I think 2 days now, right? And prices kind of moved up in this weird manner. Very slow at first, and then kind of gets going. Yeah, but it's been very. You needed patience of the last couple of days, or else you get wrecked. Bones. That's right. 2 days. That chat's been missing the coffee and the thumb. I saw it this morning. I started laughing. Like Antonio's back. 82 right now, still acting up as resistance. If I was a more brave soul, I would probably take that. You can see 82 acting up as something here right now. I don't know. I'm still undecided yet. I want to wait for 10 o'clock numbers. I mean, we might as well. They're in about 12 minutes. 12 minutes, the numbers will be coming on out. We're in a tight range right now, 80 and 82. Kind of nothing for me to be doing here. What I will say though, if you're kind of desperate for a trade, I only see two: 82 being a short and 80 being a long if you want to play in a 2 point range. That's kind of it. I'll be honest. I don't know what's going to happen with numbers, anything's possible. However, I do want 82 to work as resistance, and then we break down, and then we can try and go fill that gap at the ducking 67 and take out the longs that are long overnight. To me, that makes sense, but it's up to the market. This place is this place is a huge liquor store. 2 days for a door. Damn, they got a temple over there. Deliveries, Jesus. Yeah, Christmas is crazy, man. Crazy. People go nuts. Even here, they're already starting. Like, it kind of bothers me too. I'll be honest. One of the things that I do, I mean this with no disrespect to anybody. But when I was working full time and I obviously only had time to go on the weekend to go shopping, I mean, it was whatever. But now, if I'm gonna go shopping, it's during the week. Like I'm gonna go on a Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Because if I go on the weekend, it is just too ducking much. People are like savages. They just they just wanna, I don't know, like mannerisms kind of go out the window looking and shopping for things. With no disrespect. I'm doing it during the week. Groceries, Wednesday. Wednesday at 7 in the morning, 10 in the morning. I don't care as long as it's in the morning on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. You go on like a Friday afternoon, I get stressed. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just get a little bit like annoyed. People bumping me and stuff. Ugh. That's the loading dog interest stuff. Trucks doesn't stop coming in. Wow, $1 million in liquor. How do I get me a ticket to go in that place? Maybe when Trump conquers Canada, I can go to the United States without my visa. We're gonna become the 51st state, apparently. We're gonna become American. Canadians will become American. All right, we are trying to reclaim 82. We are basing a little bit above it. I mean, this is as risky as long as it can get, especially with numbers coming in. But nonetheless, it just became a long, no more short. I'm gonna personally, oh man, this is where it becomes tricky with this market because if I don't get long, sometimes we won't get that opportunity again. However, there are numbers coming in. So, $1 million question is if we're gonna pump. Following the Wheel of Fortune, she did expect for some chop and then a dump. She was right yesterday. Can she be right again? After I started thinking how addiction's profitable. Oh yeah, addiction is extremely profitable. Look at the Canadian government. They want to buy all the drugs they can get their hands on to give it to people. And people still buy it. I mean, people still doing them. It's free now in Canada. They got vending machines outside hospitals that you can get some cocaine or some heroin if you want. Paid for by Uncle Sam. I'm not lying, by the way. I am genuinely not lying to you. They even have safe site stations for you to go shoot up. So they provide you with a shelter for you to go do your drugs. They provide you with the drugs. So it's extremely profitable. Why could they do that with alcohol? You know what I mean? I mean, that would be nice, no? Friday night, free beer at under a free government bar or something. That would be nice. That's yeah, yo. Definitely. Definitely weird. All right, so 82 working as a long right now. Like I said, it became a long there, but the unfortunate part is that it is an extremely aggressive long that I'm okay with passing maybe. Fuck, maybe not. I don't know. I don't like feeling like this when we're at these all-time highs. People think it's so easy, like when we're just grinding up, but it's not. I find it's easier when the market's dumping and going both ways than when it's like this. Because this becomes scary. You are kind of psychologically waiting for the dip, but it never comes. So it's like a ghost. You're waiting for a ghost that never shows up. But it can be scary. Price is king, though. This is what it's my emotions, as you can tell. It's my emotions that I'm here talking nonsense about, my emotions and goals. But in the end, Price already said it's a short here. It just became a long here. It even back tested at 82. It should have been long already. Price is king. If I simply listened to myself a little bit more, I would be nicely long right now. But either way, it's still a ducking tie range. 82. We got 86 coming on up. That is the current all-time high set at 9:14 pre-market today. If you are feeling brave, if you feel like your cojones are nice and big, well, you can have definitely a short here as close as 86 as possible. I am definitely not going to take that. I'm just saying that is a little minor speed bump right now. Extremely minor, but whenever the market's ready to dip, anything's going to work. What do you guys think, though? I mean, I'll appreciate your opinion here. Am I right in trying to wait for this dip? Or should I just be getting long at 82 here? We got a few minutes left before market actually open. Before the news comes out. So it's always a wise idea to wait for that number, that magical 10 o'clock number. Big number as well, big number. So right now we could be just consolidating, waiting for the numbers. Look at that. If your guts were feeling brave this morning, if you were feeling brave, that's short right there. Coming into play, there's a million different ways to trade it. Like I said, right now we're in tight ranges, tight longs, tight shorts. Antonio, not a fan of Trump, never been. Need to let him run the country now. I don't know. I think either way we're screwed, man. I mean, I don't know how to put it. If Kamala had won, we would have been screwed. If Trump wins, I think ultimately it's the same thing. This whole thing's rigged. At the end, I think all they want to do is just basically make the currency a total garbage. They want to, I don't know, just seems like it. When you have trillions and trillions of dollars worth of debt, I don't know if you should be adding on more debt. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost like they're doing it on purpose at this point, that they want to eventually go bankrupt and devalue their own currency. I don't know. I'm just saying, because thinking about it logically, like if I stack on too much debt, you know what I mean? It's not good. And if the country stacks up a lot of debt, it appears that the solution to it is just simply print more money, or, get more money somehow through more debt. You want new programs, get more debt. You want anything new, you get more debt. The United States is not, I mean, they're in a serious debt. So is the world, so is Canada. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't, I don't know. They're doing it on purpose. Buenos dias, Marufo. I haven't seen you on the chat there. I don't know how if you've been trading or not. Maybe you've been busy. I think you're. So. By the way, I'm trying to still decode your message you sent on the Discord. I have no idea what you sent. At first, I'm like, did this guy just put all the numbers of his support and resistance levels together? All right, we got numbers coming in right now. Please give us the dip. Please give us the dip. Please, pretty please, give us the dip. Please. You sent this. If that's you, then I mean, here I won't put it up there because I don't. I still don't know what you said, but I'm gonna. I have been trading meme coins. Look, you need to clarify what that means. All I understand at the end was pump, so I liked your plan. I'm not gonna lie. The moment I read pump in the end, I'm like, yes, atta boy. But besides that, the rest, I have no idea. Interestingly enough, though, you did have 82 on that weird message. Yeah, well, thank you for clarifying, because I was trying to work my head around. I'm like, is he saying 82 like resistance or support? I'm like, I do have 82 on my charts too. So I was somehow thinking that you were referring to that 82 level. And then all these other things that came up, I'm like, what the hell? But I like the pump at the end. I'm like, pump. I like it. As long as there's a word pump in it, it gets me excited. You guys already know that. All right, so we're getting a dip, and it's not lasting a whole lot longer than a few points so far. Come on, let's go down. Yes, let's go down, baby. One of my favorite words. Definitely the pump. Dun, dun. I don't know. Do you guys think this is starting to look a little bit like an M? Kind of looks like it a little bit. I don't know why, but maybe not. I don't know. Think you're in the right chat. All right. I mean, we're kind of starting to bounce from here. So was the Wheel of Fortune right? We kind of, I mean, we had a, I don't know if that's, yeah, we chopped around here and then ultimately we kind of went more lower. So maybe she was right. I don't know. I mean, this could go either way still. Trust me, I'm trying to think of a good short here, right? I mean, that all-time high worked out perfectly there. So perhaps they already kind of playing out here. We have the short at the right below the highs. Look at that. It pretty much got us denied right on cue there. 82, we back tested, got us denied here. So, like I said, it's not that I don't see the shorts, it's that I simply don't take them, but I probably should take them, like especially on a day like today where there's enough reason to go down. Then we have 82 here, showing us a clear entry of a back test there. I could have been at break even there already. And I do kind of think that we're, looking like this M thingy-majiggy here. And you know what I'm going to say about the M? That's McDonald's price action there. That's McDonald's food quality. So we're looking like we're going to go down. So there's enough reason to go down. Even price is telling me right now, we choo choo train probably wants lower a little bit. You know, very rare for me to say that. And the reason I'm saying this because I'm trying to adjust my mentality, if you will. With a deep conversation we had with Antonio over on the community there, we're adjusting ourselves when we know that, there's certain technical things that could imply we want to go lower. I could look for a short. The closest level right now, 62.75. If we got down there, I would love it. I would love it. All right, I'll make you guys a deal. If we pop back above 82, back towards 82, I'll likely take a short on a combine and I will look for the move on lower. That's as best as I can do. Get a combine involved here. Man. I still haven't traded on that combine, by the way. I don't remember. Somebody was here talking about it the other day about how I should probably do a small account challenge or something. I still haven't traded on it. This is the same account. You guys can see there the 091. If you go back a couple streams, you will find it there. We were talking about doing that. I haven't started it yet. It's just still on the back burner kind of thing. So maybe today will be the day. I have to, right? I have a 1 month to do it, but it's just not a priority for me right now. Soon it will be. Bombón asesino. We got a little trap to the downside here. I don't know if you want to call this a real trap because it's just not at a major level. But nonetheless, we're squeezing back up. Yeah, here we go. I'm already thinking long. I just said I was going to short 82. Here I am already. Look at the trap, Leo. Look at the trap. We want to go up. I need a haircut. All right, all right. Let's see if we can get a little closer to 82. I don't know. It's looking like we're not, but come on, yes. Why you do this? So painful. Come on, let's get one more pop towards 82. I'll be taking a short there. Bombone asesino. Again, it will be a combined trade. We're trying to sharpen our shorting skills over here. I do like shorting weakness better. I'll only short weakness on my XFAs or anything more worthwhile. On the combine, I'll take this one here. Well, I'll even go 81.50. I'll even give you 81.50. Boom, boom. On top of the world. I'm liking this for a short. If we can get filled at 82 would be very nice here. I already know if I get short here at 80, it's gonna go to 82. So I might as well wait for 82. I've seen it many times where I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna get an entry. I'm gonna get short here. I have my stop at 83. I already know we're gonna go to 82. The market is a little bit of something to me sometimes, especially on the shorts. As I already explicitly told you, I am shorting on a combine. But this is the best I see here, the short. Oh my goodness, we're already looking like we want to squeeze. I don't know if I want to take this ducking short. Fuck, I just took it. Okay, I'm filled 81.50 now. Oh my goodness. It could go either way. If we reclaim 82, this short idea basically gets tossed out the window and it's a long. And the trap already has happened to the downside here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's a 3-point stop right now on it. Oh my god, I should have taken the fucking long. Hopefully we don't get another run through at the highs right now. It would be nice to see this get denied here. As long as the candle closes below it, I think we're good. I think we're good here. Ugh. I think I have these charts too zoomed in or something. That little pop looks scarier while it was happening. Honestly, I'm already debating a break even here. Oh my goodness. We gotta break down these lows here. That 77 needs to get broken down, or else. Hey, this is the first short in a while on the stream, so whichever way it goes, can't say I don't short. I just took one. Doom, doom. If we break down 78, I'll add into the short. But we do need to break it down. Dun, dun, dun. This is the hourly chart right now. You can see why we need to break down, because we are kind of trying to put in a little trap right now to the downside. Right there. Low. Break of the low. Squeezing right back above that range. We need to get going if this move to the downside wants to have any legs. Break, break, break. I don't want to look. I don't want to see this bounce. We don't want to bounce from 78. We want to break down 78. You can see this kind of wicks over here right now. We don't want to see a bounce from there. I could be at break even already. Come on, yes. Remind me of Niagara Falls, baby. I miss Niagara Falls. No, I don't miss it. The short actually working out kind of nice right now, I'll be honest. Maybe it was worthy of an XFA trade. Come on, break that low. We see Niagara Falls, baby. Come on. Just go break the low. This is the low here that we must break. It's very set in stone. Therefore, we don't need to guess. Right there, that's 77 needs to get broken here for me to kind of believe that we're trending potentially lower. Because that's what makes sense. Resistance needs to hold. Supports needs to crack in order to go down. If we hold support, well then resistance is likely going to break. Come on, the SPY wants to crack. Crack it, SPY. Crack it. Crack it. We must break this low here or I'm going break even. We have to break this low. As long as we even by a point or something, as long as we break it, I know that we are trending lower because we will break the support. We don't break it, there's no trend lower. Ah! Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. She cracked. She broke it. And there we go. I am taking out that take profit. I am letting this baby ride. Because now I think we're going to fill the gap. So why am I going to take profit? I fly like paper, yeah. I like dreams. Niagara Falls, baby. We're almost there. We need to show me it a little bit better. Show me Niagara Falls better. I miss it. I miss when I was there in my hotel room, seeing the Niagara Falls, waking up with a cup of coffee in my hand. It was such a beautiful sight. Remind me, yes, of what that feeling was like when I was sipping on that coffee, the steam of the coffee, and the smell of the coffee. Glass windows, just looking straight at the thousands and thousands of liters of water that were falling every single second. Thank you, yes. Thank you. That's it. I'm definitely going crazy here. The short, look at it. The fucking short. Working out very nicely so far. I'm amazed. Unbelievable. Antonio, you're a what's it called? A therapist now. You gotta have some faith in the shorts, Leo. Antonio gave it to me. He's like, you gotta take those shorts, my friend. So far, working out nicely. Can't complain on it. My only kind of complaint here is I should have added once we broke down that low there. You'll be hired as my consultant from now on. So far, the conversation paying. By the way, if you ain't there, exactly the same way how Antonio encouraged me to take some shorts and it playing out nicely. I mean, if you want to join a community of like-minded traders where it is free, you're never gonna pay a single cent, and we can bounce different ideas there, well, join. The link is on the chat here. All right, let's see. Now we're gonna take profit here because we are gonna come to the conclusion of this short. I'm not gonna be holding this much longer than the gap fill. So I'm going to see if I can lock it down at the 70 here. The gap fill is at 67.50, so perhaps we can go lower, but I'm just going to be willing to take the profit at the 70 and be happy with it. Especially in the market that we've been trending higher and higher. I ain't going to complain about, you know, a 10 plus point on a short. And shorts get squeezed very easily, exactly. So I'm gonna try to protect my my profits here and just lock it down at the 70s. Oh. If she comes back towards that 77, I'll likely be adding another one here short. I'm just worried if we go all the way back up to the 82. I really hope not, but as long as we stick below 82, I think we're still going to fill that gap. Let's see if I can get picked up here on a second contract short here. I'll take it at 77. What will my average be after that? 77, give or take 79, 80 area. Not pretty, but gonna push it up slightly here. Pushing it up a little bit because I see market's kind of pumping right now. So I can probably get a better kind of entry here. Getting stuck at 76. Oh my goodness. She's wild right now. Are we about to reverse this whole dump? 78. We want to stick below 78. Or else we're going to go back to 82. Oh my goodness. Just like that. They're taking this thing back. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh shit. That's okay. It's okay. We're still below 82. I like it. I like it. I like it. As long as we're below 82, it's fine. I'm going to add a second one short here. We need to get back below 78 ASAP here right now. I just added a second one short there. I like that pop. Still stick below 82. Oh, come on. These guys. Duck. Ugh. Hey, you can't say at least I didn't try it. Come on, come on, come on. As long as we're below 82, I like it. I still like it for a short here. Come on, yes, come on. Don't be a prick. Go down, baby. Go down. Let's go fill the gap. Let's go fill the gap, yes, come on. I don't know. I hope we're not going all the way there anymore. Because if we're going to the 82, I might as well just re-enter short 82 if we're gonna go there. Duck. My original entry wasn't bad. My issue kind of here is I added a second one right at 79, I believe. Let me see. So I added a second one at 77, 50, 75. So give or take 78, bringing down my average to 79, 75. Not the greatest here, but we'll see. As long as we can stick below 82, I'm happy. Dang. Gonna start looking at the charts. Front entry. Any profit for you guys today? Nothing yet. Well, nothing realized at least. I was in the green, but didn't lock it down. I added another one short here at 77. So no realized gains yet. Because this thing's still gonna go fill the gap. I believe it. I believe it. We're gonna fill that gap. Come on, fill the ducking gap. Fill it. Come on. It would be very nice if we can fill this gap. Hey, okay, okay. Come on, yes. Don't do me like this. We haven't even bounced off a major support level 74. I mean, it's support, but not a major one. I like 65, 66 better for support, but like I said, ES can bounce from wherever. We're in a strong market still. Must acknowledge that. Come on, ES. That's dumb, baby. Come on. Don't go back up to the 82. Let's just go down, baby. I don't like what the shape we're building here. It looks like a P to me. The P for the pump. Duck! Duck! No! Should have taken those profits, Antonio. You're right. Should have known better. Just taking the fucking profit down there and ran. It's okay. It's okay. We got to stick to the idea. Below 82, we want to fill the gap. Hopefully. I'm definitely not getting stopped out there, but we'll go with an 83 stop here. Come on, break down, man. Why are you playing so difficult? You know you're smelling that gap fill. It's smelling it. It's flirting with the idea it wants to fill the gap. I want to go. not gonna lie, this shape is not looking very good for my short here. Not always, but typically this does end up a little bit higher. Well, hopefully not. Come on, let's just, we can start dumping here. This is the kind of the best to invalidate the current shape that we are on. It's kind of flag with a P for the pump. Kind of going against the, should have bought the fucking dip right there. A little micro trap there. Ugh. This is the problem with when I take shorts. It afterwards I have to stick with the short. I cannot get long there. We're gonna go fill that gap. Come on. Below 82, we want to fill the gap. That is my thesis for now. Let's see if she's gonna work. Sam. No, yes, no, yes. She's like wants to go both ways. Up, down. Flirting with going up and down from my entry there. Not my entry, my addition, so my average becomes lower. Should have added one here. My average would have been better, but come on, let's dump, baby. Come on, let's go fill those two micro dips, or micro gaps, I mean. We have one here at the 70, hence why I wanted to lock it down at 70. And then we obviously have the obvious gap fill sitting at the 67 or 68, something like that. Duck. Patience is required right now for me on the short. Come on. Come on. My problem here is I added one a little bit early. So, I mean, in hindsight, obviously, it's always, I should have done it here, right? But I did have an extra addition here at 77.75, which, you know, I had to bring down my average a little bit. It brought it down a little bit too much, but part of it. Oil news at 10:30. Good thing you brought it up to me. Speed Racer. I honestly didn't know that we had numbers coming in right now. You're right. Oil numbers at 10:30 and 3-star numbers as well. Oh my goodness. OMG. If you don't know, now you know. Speed Racer bringing the news to us. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 10:30 crude oil numbers, very important numbers. Anything is possible, and I am short too. Duck. Now I gotta stick with it, so. Fudge. Oh my god, why? And I go 80, 83.75. Fuck. I gotta give it some space because now it's oil numbers. All right, they're out. 10:30 numbers. Where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Kind of muted action so far. Come on, below 82. We gotta stick with the idea that we're gonna fill that gap. Come on. Come on, baby. Below 82, we want to fill the gap. It's flirting with the idea of trying to fill it, maybe. Kind of flirting with the idea of going up too, so you got to commit one way. But if you're trying to guess your way through, I think it's, you know, worse, ultimately. Pick a way and kind of stick with it. My opinion. At least if you lose, you kind of stuck with your idea, right? You lost with your idea, but at least you lost or you lose with some dignity, I guess. But if you're like flipping long, flipping short here, every time we like, you know, candle prints green or red, that's going to be worse. More difficult to kind of trade, I guess. Come on, yes. Come on, baby. Come on. Dump, baby. Dump. Let's just fill the gap. Let's go down more than 5 points for once in the past couple of days. And they're looking like we're gonna go up. Oh my goodness. I should have bought that dip again. Come on, they get denied here 82. Fudge. Should have gone break even there. I'm not gonna lie. Shouldn't have added there. But it's okay. Now it's still sticking here. Still gotta stay with the idea. Below 82, we simply want lower. So fuck. I see the P is fuck. Ugh. Don't worry, I'm not mad. Even if it gets stopped there, I'm not mad. It's okay. $82. 82.50. Oh my goodness. Did they want to take this level back here? Come on, don't go there, get my stop, and then head on lower. Just reverse this move. Uh-oh. I find myself shorting the choo-choo train now. Uh-oh. 82 is my last hope. If we don't get denied here, we simply resuming with back to business, I guess. More on a short thinking going to China. Yeah, it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? That's why I said I'm not even mad about it. It is what it is. I should have known better that, we're probably not gonna be breaking down further than a couple points. We just want to continue on. So, and just like that, I think I'm gonna get stopped here. This is why I don't really like these. Like, I know it's on a combine, right? But because I like to commit to the trades, right? So that's why for me it's so difficult on the shorts, because I can't really just take profit when we're up like 400. I don't trade based on the money. I trade based on the point system. So if I'm risking like 3 points, yes, I'm looking for my 10, 15 points plus, but the shorts just don't give me that. Like, they don't provide that risk to reward. It again, another day of just simply wait for the dip, wait for the trap, and buy it, because we're likely gonna be fucking ripping. So it's rinse and repeat again. Look at that. I'm not mad at it. It's just I'm probably more frustrated with me, like, because I can't just scalp it like that. You know what I mean? I yes, I was up like whatever I was up here from 81.50. I was almost up 10 points on that short, but I was not gonna take profit for 10 points, you know what I mean? And then I see the trap here, I'm talking about it, and then I see the P for the pump. So I'm still sticking short. It's not that I'm being stubborn, it's that I'm committed to my trade. Once I'm in it, I'm in it. You know what I mean? Whatever outcome it is, I'm in it. And look at that. It's right there. Fuck. Yeah, it worked until it didn't. I should have adjusted myself. Lay down. And I just posted up a video yesterday about shorting the choo-choo train. And it's not that it didn't work. It's that, I'm obviously looking for more profit. And then I'm like, oh my God. Shorting the choo-choo train is not worth it for me. It just isn't. The risk to reward, it just isn't there for me. I mean, it was a good trade altogether. Whatever, we're almost up 10 points on that short there, but I don't take profit for that. I gotta take profit on my target, which minimum, I was looking for 70 minimum. But that's me, that's my fault. Like, that's just how I am. But I think I missed it already. This is what I mean by the shorts are a waste of time for me, because the problem with me is that since I don't really adjust quickly, like, not that I don't like that I don't know how to adjust, is that I like to commit to the trade. So once I'm in that long down here, I would be committed to pretty much just leaving a runner now at this point. But with the shorts, it's much more difficult. And not to mention that it's extremely it's a lot harder to find these resistances than it is to just simply buy the supports. It's a lot harder. Better when weekly days are. Yep. Fudge. Getting stuck at 686 right now. All right, so I don't know how, but I was just filled there right now. 82.50. So I got filled there, 82.50 on the long side there. And when bulls are strong, shorts are smaller sometimes. That happens. But win less frequently. No, it was a good short either way. Like, I'm not mad at it. Don't worry. I'm not mad at it at all. It was a good trade. It was, in fact, it's amazing. But who's gonna be complaining about being up 10 points, right? That's my greed system there. Don't do what I do. You know what I mean? Like, if you're up almost 10 points, it's a wise idea to go break even or lock in profit. But me, I don't do that. I don't like to do that. Yes, I'll probably go break even. I should have gone break even at the bare minimum. I didn't need to take a loss, but don't do what I do. You know what I mean? The key takeaway here is understanding the levels. So we understood 82 was resistance. I get short right there. Boom, provides a very nice short. And understanding the trap system here, boom, you could look at the long there. So either way, I'm proud of the work that, what I'm showing here. But at the end of the day, it's about staying kind of flexible on both ideas and managing risk to the way that you want, right? For me, I eat the stop. I eat it. I eat it. I don't like to break even. Fuck that. All right, if we can get going through that 86, I'll be adding into this position. I am basically back to routine now. I can leave this as long as we keep pumping. I'm leaving this thing all day now. Rinse and repeat from yesterday. We get the chop, we get the dump, and then we get the push. So if we do dip a little bit lower, I'll be adding as well. This reminds exactly of yesterday when we reclaimed that 60-60. I think there was a member on the community that they were shorting around this level here. Kind of, not this level, but picturing it the same way. It was at around that 50 level. Give or take that. Today's looking kind of the same thing. We have a mid pivot. We have these kind of trap below it, and we're kind of bouncing from there. So I like this song. Frequency. All right, we're at 8450 right now. We're kind of flagging again, creating another P. Believe it or not, we are creating another P for pump. I don't know if this one's gonna work, of course, but it is creating another P. Can it work again? It has already played out here. Double P. We have a double P right now, one right after the next. Unbelievable. So we were just short, plus 10 points, almost. Didn't take profit. And then I eat the stop. Unbelievable. Should have been long instead, man. It would have been... Ugh, it's okay. The best would be take those 10 points profit down here almost. Or whatever, the 9 points. Get long right there. Boom. Beautiful. Could have, would have, should have. At the end of the day, just as long as you understand the levels, I think you're good. I'm already long. I'm long now. This is my second trade of the day. Let me adjust this here. Dun, dun. All right, let's wait for this kind of the continuation of this now. Pump up, pump up, pump. Where are we heading towards? Where are we heading towards? Yes. 6,100 inevitably. I would imagine we run into some issues here at the words 90, 91 maybe. Yeah, I'm making more a day. Come on. If I hadn't taken that other loss, I would have added another one right here. And I probably would have added another one at 82 if we had came back there. Because I do want to add here, but being more cautious now. I'm back. I'm back to the bullish side. Ugh. I gotta fix this screen button. You see that guy? You see that teddy bear eating his gummy worms? Yeah. He fell asleep again today. They had the chance to go fill the gap. They had it. They got the right setup. They had the right denial. They turned 82 into resistance until failed. Ghosts and bones. Come on, let's get a nice rally through here now. Balles. Coming back down towards 82 here. Uh-oh, is this P not gonna work? Uh-oh. All I wanna do is and take your money. Oh my god, it's dumping! No! No! Were we just one swing too early for the gap fill? I gotta be patient here before I decide to add more risk here. I'm gonna see where this candle closes here. I do like that we had that dip below 82 there, creating maybe potentially a little micro trap here below this 82. As like it says, the key here is that we gotta close above 82. We don't want to be closing below it. Ese no son. YOLO, baby. We just added another one here. Hopefully that trap holds down there, or else I'm screwed here. Gonna get stopped if we don't. Come on, yes. Hold it. Hold it together, baby. Hold it together there. We got 11 seconds on this candle. Should have waited for it to close, but we're holding 82 for now, so that's good. Es, linda es. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. I almost got taken out there. I didn't even see that little wick there. Oh. Looks like we're gonna get stopped here. Maybe. Either way, I'm gonna be over it. It's a combine, but still, I'm gonna walk away because I already had 2 trades. This will be the second one here. Is 82 not wanting to hold so far? Come on, man. Hold. What a prick. Resistance at 86, holding us down again. Fudge. Fudge. Don't want to hold 82. We're likely one swing early. I'm over this. It's about to come down. Likely. Either way, we had a good short. We had a good short going for us there. I kind of got a little aggressive here, adding another one there a little bit early. Should have added right here when basically we're down here, but could have, would have, should have. That's why I'm going to walk away after this trade because there's no real point in, staying here. I do think we're heading back up higher, but who knows how much further we're still going to dip here. Maybe 78, you know what I mean? Like, it's just very difficult to know where exactly we're going to stop. So, you're up 150. Nice. Should have been adding here, not where I added there. It was a little bit early. Premature. We need to get back above 82. We could be just simply back testing here before going lower. So if candle closes above 82, I'll be happy. But if not, then it is what it is. Come on. Close back above 82, man. Do the inevitable. Getting stuck at 82. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, man. Squeeze. Squeeze, baby, squeeze. I need you to squeeze. Oh, looks pretty bearish right now. She broke down 82. It is what it is. I added a little bit late there. Got too excited. At this point, honestly, I'm just waiting to get taken out. It's likely looking like that is what's gonna happen. So I think I was probably one swing too early there. We had to go back test that 86 before maybe filling the gap now. That's why I'm gonna just walk away, let it be, and stick with the original plan. Wait for the dip all the way down to the 60s and get long down there. Instead of getting more chopped around here for now. Good thing. Good thing. Or at least we're on the comment, but still not good because I do want to pass it, obviously. Don't think that just because I'm on the combine, I'm here. I can be more aggressive when I'm on them, but it's still pretty dumb here. Come on, man. Squeeze this thing back up. Come on. You're my last hope. 80. You're my last hope. I think there's a movie called The Last Hope or something like that. You're my last hope, 80. You're my last one. Hence why my stop is right under it. Come on. Get back above. Get back above 82. Shit. Not looking good. This pattern does not look good right now. It does not look good. For my long, at least. If you're short, congratulations. Star Wars, The Last Hope. See, I told you there was a movie called The Last Hope. Come on. This is The Last Hope, 80. Come on. Let's squeeze back above 80. Don't be mean. Fuck the gap now. Oh my god. This is do or die now. We either get back above 82 to resume the trend back up, or we get denied here and we continue lower. One or the other is going to happen now. Squeeze, baby. Squeeze. Rip. Run, Forest. Run, Forest. Run. The Bulls are still not out of this. Oh my god, there we go. It's incoming. I was saved by the bell there. Holy shit. I was saved. Oh my god, so far it looks like I am saved. I am back. Oh my goodness. The long. I'm telling you, the fucking longs are just so much easier in a way. I mean, I should have been long, honestly, from down here. Oh my god, that was so close. That was close. That was very close. Look at that stop, 79.50. I was 2 ticks away from getting stopped out. And we're back above 82, so woo! I can take a deep breath now. We're alive still. We are alive. Thank goodness. And the funny thing is that I added one here when we got pushing back up here. But I don't know if you noticed at first, my stop was kind of wide here. And my idea was to add as we came on down here to lower my average. So I should have stuck with the plan there. I'm gonna let this thing go right now. There's pretty much nothing for me to do here. I almost got stopped there. It just proved that 80 is turning into support. So I just gotta let it be. Let it be. Open my gas. Saved by, yes, I was saved. What a roller coaster ride that one was. Oh my goodness. We're still not out of it completely, but at least we can feel better now, being in the green again. By the way, we just made a new high there, worth noting, but we did make a new high at 86.75. We just keep making new highs. Look, I tried the short. We had a good short going, but you can see here again proving what I unfortunately keep on saying, that it's a waste of time with the shorts, because the problem is when you commit too much or you start thinking short bias, you will miss the long here. You will inevitably miss the long because you're so focused on your short, right? Which is normal. And then look at that long. Once we get bouncing from a first level of support, this is what I mean. When we bounce and we trap, we never come back. Bounce, trap, we never come back. We simply keep turning the next levels of supports into supports, and we continue back on up. And that is the key right there at the bottom. I should have freaking gone break even or taken profit. Even Antonio telling me to take profit there. I should have listened to you guys. You guys making good calls today so far. Right now, we are back in line with just rinse and repeat, which is the chop. Literally, it's rinse and repeat. This is what we did yesterday and the day before. The chop, the dump, and then the pump. Creating higher high. Continuation of the trend. So this is what we missed the trap. We got the squeeze, right? We get the squeeze. We come back to retest this 80 to 82 level. I goes a little bit off with my 82 here because as the day goes on, it becomes a little bit more loose. But 80 being support. And then look what we're doing. We're simply creating higher highs and then hopefully now higher lows and hopefully now a higher high. And then basically rinse and repeat, kind of like that all day. Who knows? But the entry here, why I was interested in 82, obviously it was a little bit lower 80, but the idea here is simple. We have a ceiling, we have squeeze through it, we back test the ceiling, and then we continue on up. So I guess that's the theory. Today's a unique day for me. I gotta say, I was short. It was a good short. Not to take away from the bears. They tried, right? But I also managed to flip long there. Not just randomly flipping, right? Like, again, it was the key level 82 that I kept on talking about. Below 82, we're thinking short. Above 82, we're thinking long. And I am proud, at least, I didn't stick fighting with the market. You know what I mean? I didn't stick, like, just fighting the fact that I was red. You know what I mean? I understand that, yes, I took the loss. That's fine. Now let's just move it along and let's go on to another trade. All right, we're squeezing. We're going. We just created a new all-time high, by the way, 87.50. You were green on both trades. To my point of view was great. That's right. Just my management on the short was not the greatest. I should have at least taken some profit. Because it's kind of unacceptable, too, to be up 10 points and not even lock in one. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to probably lock one down at the 91, give or take. And then I'm going to leave a runner on the whole day. So that's what I'm thinking here. Y91, I mean, it's kind of like this top of this trend line here that I see some resistance. Let me pull this up on like a 15-minute chart here. It doesn't really look very nice on the 15 because it's based on a 2-minute time frame, right? That I have this trend line here. Let me see a 5-minute. Yeah, I mean 5-minute kind of aligning better. You can see we are kind of in this megaphone thingamajiggy. So we are on that megaphone. We are gonna have running some resistance there, sitting at 91, give or take. Could be a 90, 91, rough area, right? So I'm gonna lock one down at the 91 there, and then leave a runner for the rest of the day there. See, like this is what I like about the longs, right? You can screw up a lot of the entry on the long side. I repeat over and over this, but it's very important. Like you can screw up a lot. Like you can have some wiggle room on the long, of course. You're not gonna screw it up by 15 plus points, right? But once you're long, once you know you're, or once I know I'm with the trend, once I know I'm back in with the overall flow of the wave, I can feel much more relaxed in my trade. And obviously, being in the green helps as well. But when I'm shorting or going against the trend, my soul knows it. My soul knows you're going against smart money. And it's very difficult to go against smart money. It's like if I were to wrestle with Mike Tyson, or maybe not Mike Tyson, not that guy is probably old, but well, he is really old, not probably. Let's assume I was to wrestle with whoever the prime boxer is right now, arm wrestle him. Or even yet, better yet, if I was to box with him, I would even bet against myself. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna beat him. If that's just the reality. If I train, whatever, that's another story. Let's just assume right now you were to grab me right now and you were to put Conor McGregor in front of me. I'm not winning. You know what I mean? Like I have no training. I'm not. That's not my area of expertise, right? But this is the same thing in the market. The market, there are big players. We have players that dominate the game. That is smart money. They got the big bucks, millions, billions, billions of dollars. So when I go against them, I always remind myself that I'm trying to swim against the wave, trying to swim against the sharks, and I'm a fish. So they're likely going to eat me. You know what I mean? And that's okay. You don't need to fight with that. You don't need to, argue why the world is this way. Just shift, swim with them. You know what I mean? I know that's a very long explanation for saying just stick with the trend, but all right, come on, let's lock one down at this 90 level here. And then I can kind of be happy and over and done with this and leave the runner. What a roller coaster I just went through there, though. Almost got stopped out. Two ticks. Two ducking ticks. So I'm grateful for that. That yellow line, by the way, that was a previous all-time high set. I think it was overnight. I don't think it was from yesterday. No, it wasn't from yesterday. So you can see here, we squeezed through it. We already kind of got denied here once. We squeezed through it right now, and it appears that we are basically trying to turn this area now into support. Come on, yes, let's lock one down to the 90 here. 91 I would like. I think if we dip back on down, I might add if we get down to the 80 again. We'll see. Hopefully not. I think I want to see this just kind of hit 90 and then base above 86. That would be ideal. So this is the thing with patterns, right? So we have this P here that we talked about. This one pretty straightforward, the pump, right? And then we had another P building here, which I would say first failed, right? And then we kind of get this kind of squeeze going here. And now yet again, we are building another P here. So again, this is my patent, okay? Anybody shows you a P on their chart, I've never seen nobody have a P. So you let me know. This is a P, okay? Yes, I know it's a flag, but I call it a P, okay? So the P, and then we get the squeeze. We already had one that worked, one which failed first, and we'll see what happens with this one. Again, this is what's it called, for my entertainment purposes only, for yours as well, but it's just interesting to see how these P's kind of play out here, and it's a matter of odds, right? Probabilities. Which way are we gonna go? Right now we're 1-1. If this one works, well then 2-1, meaning there is 66.6% chance of a P working out of the. Too complicated. It's getting too complicated. Point is simple. Out of 10, I think a lot of them worked. Like 7 out of 10 work. So it's a high probability chance. Thing is, you don't know which one's gonna work, which one's gonna fail. So either way, I don't care. I'm already long, right? But what I'm saying is, it's interesting. The daily chart showing a very similar P, which we did discuss on the Discord community as well. If you're not there, well, and you want to learn more about P's for free, entertainment purposes, really. But look at that. Look at that P. That's the daily chart there. You got the P and then the squeeze right after. Times I see, you know, chains. What? My mistake there. I hit the mic. All I want to do is. It's coiling up tight. It is coiling up very tight right now. Oh my goodness, is this P gonna work? Yes, I know it's a flag, okay? Please. I know it's a flag, okay? But that's too too mainstream. I call them the P, okay? This is the P for the pump, and then we get The squeeze. Come on, let's squeeze, baby. I'm debating, should I be adding here? I don't know. Maybe if we get one little dip first. Maybe if we do something like this, like, sorry, not like that. Maybe like take him out, kind of get back above quickly, and then look for the push on up. But really, these P's, what I something worth noting here, this is the previous all-time high at 86, right? So while yes, we are pattern, structure building, whatever you want to call it, consolidating here, why are we doing this at 86? Ask yourself this question and you shall get answers. Think about it like this. Why are we magically building a flag above 86? Why are we consolidating above 86? Have you ever wondered that? Like, why do we consolidate at these levels, above certain levels, and usually comes in after a squeeze? You notice, right? Like, that's what a flag is. A flag is a squeeze and then the flag, right? Well, I present you with this idea. We have a resistance line here. How do I know it's resistance? The charts prove that it is resistance. You can see we got denied there once. You can see we got denied here twice overnight. And this is a previous all-time high as well that was set at 9:14 today. Meaning, when we finally squeeze above it right now, okay, we now need to do what's called acceptance. Okay, so we're over here, for example, we didn't accept price here. We got denied off there, right? We back tested the previous high. We get denied. We go down. Now, we squeeze and we have candles closing above 86, meaning we are starting to accept price at this level. Why are we now consolidating? Have you ever wondered this? So, in my opinion, the answer is kind of simple. We are now reclaiming this level of resistance. We are now accepting price at this level. And now we are simply consolidating, accepting, and we will distribute even further higher. That's my thesis, at least. Or you could just come here and be like, this is just a flag without real any meaning behind it. It's up to you. You pick. That's the beauty about trading. We're kind of welcome to, think whatever we want. Or if you're a bear, you could think that, we're obviously going to get denied here because why are we going to go higher? You know what I mean? We're right at the all-time highs. You can see all these wicks here, right? Boom, boom, boom. You can see all the wicks there. This has to get denied here, right? It has to. So, million ways to trade it. You got to pick your way. Come on, yes, let's go to the ducking 91, baby. 91. I like the number 91 too. So come to find out, apparently, my lucky number is 15. So you might be seeing a whole lot of 15s around here. Let's go, 15. It's actually kind of funny. I'm a spiritual person. You guys already know that. I'm very like, I believe in ghosts. I believe in aliens. I believe in almost everything, and that's kind of the problem here. I'm very open-minded, and in the morning I wake up like today. This morning I already kind of, I already read the Bible. I have audiobook. I don't read it. It's an audiobook. I do also kind of make some notes on a PDF file. I like knowledge in general. It's the first I'm tackling the Bible now. And by the afternoon, I'll be learning about numerology, astrology, and the mystical forces of energies, right? And then by dinner time, I am basically just on another subject. And then by the time I go to sleep, I'm just more confused than with answers. So The reason I'm bringing this up is because, well, I'm all over the place. I don't know, what I believe in terms of numerology and stuff like that, or I don't know. Everything kind of makes sense. The moment that people start talking about it, everything makes sense. While I wait for this pump to come in, I have to, fill it with something. I don't want to just sit here looking at the camera, waiting for you guys to tell me if you're shorting this choo-choo train or not. I will say though, the Bible so far, it's a little bit weird. You know what I mean? It's definitely a little bit weird. This is the first time I've ever tried to even read it. I like knowledge. I don't. I read a lot of personal development books. I do like those. And I'll say, I do like reading personal development books so far, kind of better than the Bible. I mean, the Bible, I find that sometimes when I read the Bible, I kind of come out and feeling negative. I don't know why. Like, it just feels kind of depressing. Like, it's like, maybe I shouldn't talk too much shit here. You know what I mean? God could punish me, but I don't know. It just feels a little negative. Doing sacrifices. I gotta sacrifice my firstborn son. The Israelites are obviously the special people of God, and God is a jealous God, and a lot of servants and slaves. For that reason, I like personal development. We create our own reality. We attract, we become, we create. Just feels much better, positive. This price makes me hungry. I'm trying to lose weight again. I'm like, I put on some pounds the last couple of maybe two weeks and a half. So if I was ever on a diet, I don't want to be around you. You eat a lot. No offense. Especially me. I try to fast. You would be talking about food all day. All right, we're still waiting for this pump. Can we make it happen now? Yes. Can we do this? Can we do it? See, this is why I like the longs. The longs, I don't know why. I like them so much better. Even if this thing comes on down crashing, I still felt with a high level of conviction holding the trade. Whereas with the short, I was a bit more on my toes. You know what I mean? I'm like worried of exactly what just happened. Man, with some chocolate. That's what I'm saying, man. I couldn't be around you if I was fasting and try not to eat too much. You're like my wife. My wife's always eating too. Always. She knows I'm fasting. This is the funny thing. She knows I'm fasting, and then she'll be there like, "Do you want some?" No, I don't want none of your delicious whatever it is that you're eating for lunch. I appreciate the offer though. All right, come on, yes. Let's get to this 91 already. Come on, baby. Let's go. And then I can leave the runner going the whole day. I will leave this runner going all day, as I have been doing pretty much every day. Yesterday, I think I got on my position. It was like 355 because I had to. I don't want to leave it on. Um, well, one, I can't. I don't want to leave it on past 355. And two, Top Step requires me to pretty much be out at 410, I think, or 405, something like that. These candles are printing pretty light right now. Not good. We need to see some more volume. Before we get this dip, I want to get filled at 91. I do expect some type of dip, but not yet. I want to get filled at 91, one contract first, before we dip. Can ES make it happen for me? We're going to find out, hopefully sooner rather than later. Yes, seems confused. She's been confused all day, I think. First, we get the chop. We got the nice short here, and then, like I said, a woman. She wanted to go up. You know what I mean? Since the morning, she wanted to go up, but first she had to get this dip. And then, of course, she was like, "Nah, I'm not filling the gap." This is why I say it has to be a woman. You know, the woman will be too, a man will be too straightforward. We would have had this dip, we would have filled the gap, and then we would have been running right now off to the 6100. But it can't be that easy, can it? If that happened, I would have probably had, nailed it much better. I would have taken profit. My target was 70 on that short. And then we bounced from, where the hell did we bounce from? We bounced from 72.50. So by 2.5 points, I didn't get filled there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I definitely don't want this thing coming back down towards 86 right now. You already know what everybody's gonna be talking about if this candle closes strong. The what's that candle pattern called? The three soldiers or three, I don't know what it's called, but three soldiers or something like that. When you have one, two, three kind of candles with low volume, and then you have one that engulfs all three. I forget what pattern it is, but it is one of them. It's a 3 foot soldier or three soldier something. I forget what it's called, but people right now are dying. They're dying to short this thing. They're like, when am I gonna get short right now? Yes. Well, let's see. NQ. Three rushes. So we got NQ, the tilt right now on Top Step. It's telling us that NQ, 62% of traders are short, I guess, at 21,463 versus ES. Only 42% of people are short right now at 60.83. How are these people short at 83? And then the longs are long from 84. My long's at 83.25, so a little bit better. But that's because of the addition, or else my original entry was 82. 57% longs on ES right now, so majority is long for once. Fudge, now I'm getting worried. If majority of people are finally long with me, we're probably about to dump now. This has been the sessions recently, guys. It's been basically some chop at open, the dump, the reclaims, and then we basically get continuation of the trend. And it requires a lot of patience, large amounts of patience. You cannot be here trying to flip flop. You will get wrecked. Come on, don't dip. Let's just go to the 91 and then I'll end the stream. I'll have my stop where it needs to be. I can walk away. I can leave my runner going all day. Life's good after that. You know what I mean? Life's good. I don't know if my stream is acting funny here, but I hope it doesn't disconnect. It's been acting weird recently. All right, come on, let's get filled 91 and then I walk away. I'll leave the runner going all day like yesterday and I think the day before. Requires a lot of patience here. Lots. Uh-oh, we're starting to dip. Well, as long as we hold 86, we're good. But this feels slow, you know what I mean? Like it's been like this all every these past few days, and I just want it to end. Like, let's get some volatility. And the only way we get volatility is when we go down. We need to go down to get volatility. But right now, let's not go down. Yes, right now, in general, I'm talking about in general. Right now, we're pumping. Let's continue with this pump, baby. Let's go for that 6100, which we talked about on Sunday. Look at that hourly. This is the hourly chart. This I sent out on the community yesterday in case you. This is exactly what happened yesterday. You can see that, the bear flag, sorry, the bull flag here on a big time frame. We have trapped to the downside, and then we reclaimed that 60 level, which in turn instantly this thing was a long. Hence, I bet it was long all day. So from the 53 right here, and then basically we're continuing with this trend. And right now, I honestly thought that we were gonna get this dip here. And I mean, we didn't. We just bounced from 72.50. We just fucking launched back up, reclaiming resistance, and back up we go. Back up we go. I don't know how much longer I can stay streaming here though, so I'm gonna probably walk away and just continue the trade going, and I'm gonna talk about it on the Discord community. I think that was a wise idea here to do, because this is gonna take all day probably. Could take the whole afternoon to slowly crawl up towards that 91. I have no idea, but as long as we continue to hold that 82 level, this thing just went up. So we're at 85. We're just so close to where 6100. I think at this point they kind of inevitably will hit it, but let's see. It's starting to dip, so maybe we can get some type of conclusion on this trade here. Come on. Push, baby. If we get back above 86 here, I'm gonna end the stream, because it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna take long. It is what it is. Especially if it's like yesterday. There's no point in being here. Just gotta let it go. Like that song I put out yesterday. That's my patent, my song. The Let It Print song. Instead of let it go, it's let it print, let it print, let it print. Let it print. I think that's kind of it. I'm gonna let this thing go. I'm gonna carry over the conversation over on the Discord community. If you're not there, it is 100% free. Feel free to join. The link is on the chat there. I'm gonna let this thing go. It's gonna take time. As long as we're above 80, 82, we simply continue up with this push. I'll be locking one down at the 91 and then leaving a runner for the rest of the day. We're here kind of pinging to this area now, so pretty much nothing to do right now. So Peace. Thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate your support. If you want to see the stream continue to grow, well, then hit that like button. The algos do like it. The algorithms have started to like it. So hit it, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at 9, 9, 10, depending. Something like that. Be here at 9, 9, 10. Ciao.